Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to... Hello! As you may know, I just completed my Hardcore Randomized Black Nuzlocke on my channel. So before the Black Nuzlocke that I just completed on my channel, I attempted a Heart Gold Nuzlocke that I did not succeed at. But in the last episode, I was able to recap the journey that we had and the party that we had going into the Elite Four and why we lost. Everybody seemed to really enjoy that recap, and I had a good time making it. So if it's why not do it again, right? So, as you can see on the screen, I will be doing a Black Nuzlocke JARV recap. So please, sit back, relax, and keep your expectations at a minimum. So, where does our journey begin? Well, let me tell you, it all started one fateful day with me, JARV. And I had three choices. A pretty normal day at the office, if you ask me. But as we know, capitalism always prevails, baby! Fire me up! Come on now, come on, +1. Acting as our starter, our taxpayer, and ultimately our group accountant. Taxpayer, truly, is the best. I thought I had something better to say. Nothing could start our Unova journey better than a Unova starter in a randomizer. And honestly, it kept on going great because our first encounter, well, everybody, please welcome Handsome the Tropius. And the rest, well, the rest is history. This is when I met my grandmother and her roommate, Neckbeard. After some dilly-dallying and learning more about ourselves, we actually acquired our first gym badge. But at what cost? Well, let me tell you. RIP Grandmom and Neckbeard. They did not last long at all. And you might be asking, well, how did that happen? Well, the first gym leader had a Tornadus, and that Tornadus listened to Drake 100%. It was oozing with swagger, and just kept on talking about how much swag it had. It was the least I could do to get him a couple of gravestones. Yeah, honestly, Grandmom didn't have to die. It was more so a misplay on my part. Shocking, right? And, Albert Graham. Well, quite frankly, just heartbreaking. Luckily, we were able to welcome our family to Florida, where all things go to die. Neckbeard and Grandmom are, just enjoying themselves the most they can in the Sunshine State. Population of Florida is currently 2, and let me assure you, it will not stay there. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Whoa! Whoa! Wait. Did someone say shark? The second member of JARV's Certified Hall of Fame. I mean, Shark the Totodile is beautiful. If there's one thing I always say, it's conviction and crime. The fake tree joins the fray. We caught a pseudo-wudo. And we named it Convict. I mean, what a name. Convict. Convict deserved his own slide because I love the name Convict. Oh, and we got the second badge, so that was also good news. Convict's also in the Certified JARV Hall of Fame. We caught a Flaffy named Soccer Mom, and I mean, come on, look at Flaffy. That is the exact hairdo that a soccer mom would have. And the pink, beautiful nickname. And, Thomas J got busy. Thomas J got busy on the runway. Look at him. Look at him. But all good things come to an end. And what does that mean? Well, welcome to Florida, Thomas J and Soccer Mom. Again, very short-lived lives. We fought N outside of Nimbasa Town, and he had a Reshiram, but he also had a Darmanitan, or a Dalmatian. And it wasn't even the Reshiram that killed Soccer Mom or Thomas J. It was the Darmanitan. And that was super whack. But, Soccer Mom actually saved the run because on a fire punch from that Darmanitan, she was able to paralyze. So, capitalism, hot dogs, and Fabio. Straight up. after that, we were able to acquire badge number 4. And, you know, look, I even gave us a gradient to look at because we all just deserve the best, you know? Now, you may be thinking, JARV, what is the team looking like at this point? You've gotten 4 badges thus far, and I don't even know what the team looks like. Well, let me tell you what the team is looking like. If you see, we have the team. They look like a ragtag group of Pokemon, and that's because they are. But don't let that fool you. These guys are closer than peanut butter and jelly. Let me tell you. There's only so many ways that I could really show the chemistry that this team has. So, to get better acquainted with them as a group and individually, let's take a look at them at the most recent music festival that they all went to. So as you can see, at the running festival, there's a lot to do. But let me tell you, everybody found exactly what they wanted to do. Handsome on the stage, being a performer, because honestly, what else do we expect from Tropius? Embor, our taxpayer, is at the registration table because right when everybody walked up, everybody ran to their respective areas without, you know, signing in their tickets, signing waivers. So taxpayers actually signing the waivers for all the other members of the team. Big Sammy obviously is getting food at the hot dog truck. Fabio was really intrigued because he knows how much Big Sammy loves his hot dogs. So Big Sammy also had to, you know, have Fabio tag along, and Fabio must try these hot dogs that Big Sammy cannot stop talking about. Shark sees a competition, and he wants in right away. He did not start at the starting line, but in the bottom corner right there, he just decided to join the race whenever he saw fit. And when he loses and ultimately doesn't place in the top 3, he still will be very upset. But that's why we love Shark. We're looking around, and we don't see our 6th team member. Well, let me tell you, that's because our 6th team member is Pseudo Udo, named Convict, and I mean, he's a convict. He's not allowed in the festival. You know, we all felt bad because, you know, she committed a crime years ago that she's still, you know, paying the piper for. So, you know, the least I could do was go in there, and I was able to grab Convict a paddle ball. Honestly, she's loving it too. She doesn't even really care for the festival. She's really locked in on that paddle ball. So everybody, please put your hands together for Handsome. Rest in paradise, Handsome. This was the Pokemon that got Ice Fang to death, froze to death, by a Sharpedo. Was it my negligence? Yes. Was it my pride? Yes. Was it Tropius being super weak and not killing with a Razor Leaf? Yes. We're all at fault. Unfortunately, we must welcome more friends to Florida. Welcome to it, where dreams come true. And things happen in Florida. The population has now since skyrocketed. Uh-oh. That can't be good. No, it cannot. Because we ran into Clay. And, you know, I could have probably handled it all better, but it all happened real fast. Judge Jerry, I mean, just the biggest coward I've ever met. I don't think I've ever hated a Pokemon more than Judge Jerry the Braviary. And I don't feel bad about it either. But I do feel really, really bad about Convict. And Clay took Convict away from us. You know, all that time gave me a lot of time to reflect on what really happened. The relationship that I had with my friend. The fake tree. The real friend. I can't look. There they go. In ye olde Florida. Dreaming of love. With a silent F. You think it's bad now? You think Florida's bad now? We're not even halfway there. I'll tell you that. Not even halfway there. All that being said, Shark evolved, and it made me smile. You might be wondering, and then what happened? Well, that is a great question. I'm so glad you asked, because we got 3 encounters. First, Nefario, the Torterra. It's still a great nickname. It's short for Nefario the Nefarious, because this Torterra in particular was very diabolical and nefarious. Timple, on the other hand, I didn't really have a reason for naming it Prometheus. That's just hilarious. And Buffoon the Slowbro. E stands for sadness ensues. Because we met a Kyogre, and it got real mad at us. And he killed my friends. Nefario and Big Sammy. There they go to Florida. Population's now 11. Florida, the home of homes. Also, we had a Gotharita that died named Obsession, but, you know. But I will tell you that I caught a Dugong, and I named it Fudge. And for some reason, I really, really liked that name for Dugong. And also, we got our 7th gym badge. And we also caught a Cheerum that I named Dirtbag. And as you can see, I really liked that name. And we also caught a Paris and named it the number 72. So, anyway, after all of that, we can move on. But not with a smile, because here lies Buffoon, the Slowbro that I loved so dearly, who was a member of the JARV Hall of Fame. When she smiled, I smiled. See, it still works. You are water to a growing garden. You are joy in the pain. And you are a real friend. So thank you for everything. But when it rains, it pours. And rest in peace, Stu, the mammal swine. Purely my fault. I mean, they're all my fault, but this one was purely my fault. With those 2 members, we needed some renovations done to Florida. So we actually got a new plot of land because there was only 2 beds and baths in the whole complex that we bought in Florida. So we needed a whole new facility because it was honestly just getting to be too much. And this one was located specifically in Fort Lauderdale. God, I feel worse every time I look at it. But the good news is there's more carnage. There's always more carnage. Did I put lame? I meant awesome. I meant awesome with the carnage. Welcome to Florida. Miss Kiss and Capitalist, the Arcanine. This is just getting brutal at this point. But this is when things start to look up. Because do you feel that? If everybody could please put their hands together for 1-800-LOVE. The Love Doctor, the operator of love. And if you know just how important 1-800-LOVE was. Another, and the final, certified member of JARV Hall of Fame. Again, quite the ragtag group of Pokemon, but I assure you, these guys are something special. Well, how did it go? How'd the Elite Four go? Well, you had to be there. Sorry, can't tell you anything more. But what I will say is that we caught a Reshiram with a Master Ball. It just so happens that Reshiram was a Drillbur, and that Drillbur was named Brittany. And guys, that's all she wrote. As you could see, we were able to make it to the Hall of Fame with our ragtag group of Pokemon. Everybody was able to finally enjoy Florida. Truly a beautiful sight. Guys, so goofy slideshows aside, thank you genuinely from the bottom of my heart for supporting the last series, the Black Nuzlocke, on my channel. Even if you just watched one short, or one video, or just this video, it seriously means so much to me that you guys are spending your free time doing so. We have another Nuzlocke going on the channel right now, our White 2 Hardcore Nuzlocke, and it's going good. I didn't want too much time to pass before I could genuinely thank you guys for supporting me throughout all of the last series. Before I start sounding like too much of a broken record and just endlessly thank you, I'm going to leave and leave you to your own devices. With all that said, guys, I will see you in the next video. And in that next video, well, I sure hope I see you.